Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
This is your Weather Extreme video for Saturday, August the 6th. Meteorologist Brian Peters, thanks for tuning in this morning. And it looks like we do have a fairly good chance for showers and thunderstorms. In the meantime, the tropics remain somewhat quiet as Emily continues, or the remnants of Emily, continues to struggle. Tuscaloosa Skycam shot this morning, and you can see the sun rising over there on the kind of the right side of the picture, but we do have some clouds, a lot of clouds left over from the rain that we saw yesterday. Going north a little bit, there's a nice shot of the rather tranquil and placid and flat river at Decatur, the Tennessee River. And then let's go down to the Gulf of Mexico, and there's a shot from Dauphin Island. Sure enjoyed being down there just a couple of months ago, and some clouds down there as well. Clouds as a result of this boundary that's been to our north seems to have sagged a little bit according to the analysis. You can see Emily over there just to the southeast of the southern tip of Florida. And then in the meantime, most of the traveling weather systems well to our north as the ridge continues to hold very strong. The ridge finally beginning to show signs of at least some flattening and also retrograding or moving back to the west. And the result is that we should be seeing a slight downward trend in temperatures and a continued increase or a continued chance for showers and thunderstorms each day. Heat still the big news across the country. As a matter of fact, notice that the golden colors extend all the way to the Great Lakes, covering all the southeastern U.S., and then, of course, those orange colors over in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, right under the ridge. They're quite warm. Temperatures across central Alabama this morning, generally in the lower and mid 70s, let's say. I'm sure we probably have a couple of spots that might be approaching 69, the upper 60s, but definitely a warm morning and humid as well, with those morning humidities up between about 96 and 100%. QPF still showing the main area for rain across the central part of the country, extending from New England down across the Ohio River Valley and then back into the Midwest. And you can see 0 over Texas as a result of the ridge there. And then, of course, a little bit of tropical moisture that might be affecting South Florida as a result of the remnants of Emily. Because of the ridge, there's nothing being forecast across Texas, but you can see that further north, there's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms. Still not terribly a lot of organized severe weather, but that severe weather threat for day 2 stays well to our north. Emily still a shadow, or the remnants of Emily still a shadow of what Emily was, although Emily never really got her act together real well. That's the IR picture. And still everything seems to be indicating that while it will come very close to Florida, the circulation and the system is likely to recurve and not be a big threat to the U.S., but Emily is expected, or the remnants are expected, to become better organized over the next 24 to 48 hours. The morning 06Z GFS model run, and we've still got these little weak disturbances. You can see over South Alabama. You can see those little numbers there indicating some weak vorticity. We've got the 594 contour, but it is migrating to the west, or retrograding, as we say. By Sunday, the 594 contour gone, the ridge still there, but much flatter, which is what we've been suggesting now for a while. The ridge still flat on Monday, but notice the little traveling weather systems are finally beginning to hint at a little bit of troughiness on the eastern half of the country, and then that shows up a lot better by Tuesday. So this bodes well for us to continue in a pattern where temperatures will drop a little bit. We're not going to get into the 80s or anything like that, unless we have one of those unusual days with a lot of clouds and some rain in the morning, but like we had a couple of days ago. But this certainly means that we should be avoiding any extreme heat. Wednesday, the troughiness is still there. We've got these little traveling weather systems. Of course, we'll have to be watching those little disturbances that are moving through the generally northwest to west-southeast flow or east-southeast flow. We're going to have to be watching those because they could produce an MCS that might affect us. We stay that way on Thursday, again keeping us with a chance for showers pretty much each day and keeping temperatures from being anything extreme. Notice now we're beginning to get a huge system just south of Alaska up there. That's going to pump up the ridge, and you really see that pumping up the ridge on Saturday, a week from today, pumping up the ridge, and that's also helping to enhance the troughiness over the eastern half of the country. The GFS has also been showing kind of a weakness over the southeastern U.S. with, again, enhanced chances for showers and thunderstorms. Extending the forecast out into voodoo country, and boy, I sure, I've said this many times this summer, I like the looks of this, but none of this has really happened. But with what's been happening now across the extreme west and south of Alaska there, we might actually, this might be a real possibility for us to see this wonderful trough come in from the Great Lakes extending down, basically kind of oriented along the Mississippi River, and that would be wonderful because that would certainly cool us off quite a bit and also keep our chances for rain pretty high, which we can always use. And then finally, as we get back into the ridge, we see the ridge building back across the area, but there continues to be a weakness over kind of extending from the Great Lakes down into Alabama, and so that would keep us with enhanced chances for showers and thunderstorms. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Extreme video. I expect to have the next one posted around 7:30 or 8 tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I hope that you have a wonderful day, and Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.